Hi, and welcome to today's class. Today's class is going to be a short class to help get us grounded, ground down our energy. This is great for this time of year when there's a lot of things going on. So today's quote is, get yourself grounded and you can navigate even the stormiest roads in peace. And that quote is by Stephen Goodyear, and I'm getting some serious wind right now. Let that settle down for a moment. It's fall. I'll say that quote one more time. Get yourself grounded and you can navigate even the stormiest roads in peace. From here, we're going to just sit back on our heels, big toes touching, knees either wide or closer together, and just stretch out into a nice long child's pose. And from here, I really want you just to notice your breath, feel where you're at, stretch out. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better, but just stay stretched out in that nice long child's pose. Head to the ground if possible, or on a block. You can stay more upright. You can have a blanket or pillow or whatever underneath of your hips if you need to. You can be closer in and just tuck your arms behind you, whatever. So just not really notice your breath here in this pose. And the purpose of today's class, like I said, is to help ground your energy. And this is especially really important for this time of year, maybe when you're traveling more. So when you're getting ready to go somewhere or you arrive, to help you just get grounded in that energy of where you're at and the new surroundings. Or maybe you've got a lot going on and it helps. Continue to breathe in your child's pose. It helps you to ground that energy so you're not just all over the place. So again, this is a nice short sequence you can do anywhere, anytime. You don't really need any props. You could do this without anything. Take another nice deep breath there in child's pose. And then from there, come up to all fours. We're going to move our spine a little bit in some cat-cows. So just a nice inhale, look forward, arch the lower back. Exhale, round in and really look inside, round that back, dome the back. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, round. 3 more. Inhale, look forward, arch your lower back. Exhale, round in. 2 more. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. Once more. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, round. Come back to a nice neutral spine. Step your hands a little bit further out in front of you. Tuck your back toes and step back into a nice downward dog. And here, just really stretch out your legs. Stretch it. Do some pedal your legs. You can have a wider stance if you'd like. Just really stretching the calves. Get everything stretched out in downward dog. And when you're ready to have 2 straight legs or slight bend in your knees or a big bend, whatever you need, bring those hips up toward the sky. Really push through your hands in the ground, up through your shoulders. Really feel yourself grounding down into the earth. You've got your hands and your feet are all grounded into the earth. So this helps bring you back down a little bit so that the energy isn't all over the place. From here, you're going to take your right foot and step it forward and lower that back left knee to the ground. Come into a nice low lunge. You can come upright, find your balance, be steady there. You can untuck those back toes. Hands on your thigh there. And if you'd like, just come forward a little bit to really stretch that hip, that left hip flexor. From here, if you feel steady, you can always back off a little bit. Bring your arms into a nice cactus shape, so like goalpost. And open up the chest. Bring the shoulder blades back and down on the back together. Breathing here nice and deep. Exhale your left hand down to the ground and twist to your right. So you can have your hand on your knee and just twist your body to the right. Looking up, breathing here. And Exhale, come back. And what you're going to do is you're going to slip that right foot over to the left end of your mat and come into a nice pigeon pose. Your left heel will come into your left hip. I'm sorry, your right hip. Sorry, your right heel will come into your left hip. Excuse me. Settle down into your pigeon. You can always be more upright if you need to put something underneath of you. If you have something nearby that you can grab, and put something underneath of you to help prop you up some more. You can stay upright. Or if you feel nice and steady, come on down any amount. I'm going to take a nice deep breath here. Breathing. And again, you feel that connection to the earth beneath you, your mat beneath you. Even if you're on the 15th floor of a building, you're still grounding down into the earth, energetically speaking. And from here, just going to bring your right hand out to the side, and just a gentle twist over to your right. Twists are also wonderful to help you ground, to help you clear out some of that energy of whatever might be going on in your life right now, whether you're traveling, whether you're navigating dinners with family and friends, whatever you may be dealing with, or maybe the lack of dinners with friends and family. Whatever it might be, twists are great to help clear some of that stuff out, whatever you may be feeling right now, good, bad, and different. Come back to center, and from here we're going to step into a downward dog. So plant your hands, step your right foot back to meet your left, raise your hips up toward the sky, and really grounding down there. Letting your energy melt into the mat. From here, you're going to step your left foot forward into that low lunge, dropping your back right knee to the ground, coming on up to your hands on your shins, your thigh, and untucking that back foot. And you can stay more upright if you'd like, or you can bend a little deeper in, and really you'll feel that hip flexor, your right hip flexor opening up there and stretching. You can back off a bit, or you can stay there and bring your arms up into a nice cactus shape. Opening the chest up, shoulder blades down onto the back. Breathing here. And again, you can be more upright on this one. Exhale and bring your right hand down to the ground and twist to your left. Just looking over to the left. One more nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. Come back up, and now bring that left foot in to your right side of your mat and drop down into your pigeon. And you can also stay more upright if you like. So being upright is fine, and again, that block can help you stay more upright if you need to. Or a pillow, or whatever you may have. And you stretch out long on your mat, have your right leg is nice and stretched out behind you. And if you'd like, fold over that left leg, and breathe here nice and deep. This short sequence is also great for traveling. So if you're, or not just for traveling, but if you're low on time, you don't have a lot of time, this is a nice short sequence you can do. And you can also do it pretty much anywhere. You don't really need any props, unless you do require them to do certain poses, but you can modify. You could use a pillow or blankets or whatever that you might have. You can even do this in a hotel room. So, and from there, bring your left hand out to the side and just gently twist over to your left. So this practice is really just meant to help bring you back to yourself in the middle of whatever chaotic things may be going on in your life, especially at the end of the year when there's just a lot more things going on. Twists are also great detoxifiers. They help with the detoxification process. So maybe you're eating a little differently than you normally do. Twists are going to help you digest maybe the extra food or the food you're not used to eating. And come back to center. Plant your hands. Tuck your back toes and step your left foot back to meet your right into a nice downward dog.
Really stretch that out. Take some nice deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. Walk forward on your mat. And inhale, nice halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Let that go, release it. Release all the tension in your neck, your shoulders. And inhale, come all the way back up. Hands touching at the top. And exhale into mountain pose. Okay, from here we're going to do a balance pose. You can do one of two things. You can either do tree pose, or if you would like, you can also just, I'll turn to the side, you can just bring your, we're going to start with your right leg anyway. You can just bring your right leg and bring it into your chest. So you can, this is a nice balance pose too. Or tree pose, so turn your right leg out and place your foot anywhere on your leg except your knee. That works for you. Find your gaze, steady, still. We all need moments like this where we can just focus for a moment amidst everything that we may have going on in our lives, good and bad. Breathing here. Exhale, release that. And now I'll do the other side. So I'll do the bend my knee in for this one, but you can also come into tree pose on the left side. So turn your left leg out and bring your foot anywhere on your leg except your knee. Come into tree pose, or you can just take that left knee and hug it into your chest and look forward and find your gaze, steady your balance, breathing here. Remember, breath really helps the balance. Holding your breath makes it harder to balance. Find your gaze, find your steadiness. Feel grounded. And release that. From here, we'll lie on our backs to finish up. Now, I'm going to turn around the other way because we're going to go into another pose here in a moment. So, come onto your backs. Plant your soles of your feet on the ground. And lift your hips up into a nice, easy bridge. Go and stretch along your quads, even into your core. Breathe here. Exhale, release that. And we're just going to do a pose that's called legs up the wall, which is a fantastic pose. If you've been on your feet all day, even if you've been sitting all day, it just reverses the flow of blood in your legs. If you, for some reason, don't have a wall, and that is possible, you might be in a place where there's not wall space. Like in my case, all I have is kind of this window space. So I'm going to use that. But if you don't have a wall for any reason, and you have a block or maybe even a pillow or just something that you could put underneath your seat, I'll show that one first. So if you had a block, go back into your bridge and put that block underneath of your seat. And you can have it on the lower setting because that gives you a little bit more stability. And all you're going to do is bring both of your knees into your chest and then lift them straight up toward the sky. This one's a little bit more challenging because you actually have to hold your legs up. But this is also a great pose if you don't have a wall space. If you have a wall space, then come to that wall. And I'm going to move my mat so we can, there we go. Get that on the timer also. So from here, you're going to bring your seat as close to the wall as you can. Turn toward the wall. Lay down. And then just shimmy those legs up. So you're going to get your seat as close to the wall as possible. If that bothers you in any way, your back or whatever, you can always come out from the wall some, and so that you're more at an angle. But you're going to just stretch those legs up on your wall, or in my case, a window. And the wall kind of helps you so you don't have to hold the legs as much. And just lay here and enjoy this pose. That's how we're going to finish the class. And we're going to stay here for about a minute. You can always stay here longer. This pose has so many benefits. I don't have the whole list in front of me, but there's so many wonderful benefits. But obviously, you're reversing the flow of blood. So the blood will come down your legs and will pool into your hip pelvis area. It's a great relief on your feet. It's a great headache reliever. There's a lot of great benefits to this pose. But just lie here for a moment, breathing nice and deep, feeling just the relaxation, and also just feeling yourself ground into the mat even more and more. Your energy is, hopefully at this point, is feeling much more calm and grounded. Just breathe here for a few more moments enjoying this. You could just do this pose by itself. If you've got 3 minutes or less, find a wall. You could do this in a pair of pants. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in yoga pants. You could be in jeans. Just do this pose and just feel your energy. Just let everything go. All right, and to come out of this pose, if you want to stay in this pose, please stay in this pose. Come out of the pose, just bring your knees into your chest, roll over to your right or left side, and sit up. And that was legs up the wall. Love that pose. It's great. Just a great pose to do anytime. The sun is really starting to blaze on me now, so good thing that we're done with class. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. And happy travels.